Yo, what's up, y'all? Guess who we have in the building today? I've been waiting for this interview for a while, man, because it's well worth the wait. And all you West Coast rappers wouldn't have no millions without this man, Alonzo Williams. How you doing today, Alonzo?
I'm doing fantastic. Like I always say, living like a midget, but I'm growing every day.
I love it. I love it. So, man, I've been tuning into your program. Y'all go subscribe, by the way, to NWA Stories with Alonzo Williams, and the NWA stands for Not Without Alonzo. Y'all go buy the book and everything. I read the book and it was great, great read. But I just want to hear like how were things growing up, and in Los Angeles or Compton. How were things back in the day with Eve After Dark, and just take us back to that time.
It was a different time, man. I tell people all the time, as a young man growing up in Compton and just outside of Los Angeles, we had two goals. That was to have a good time and get laid. And at some point in time, that those directives changed, and folks started. Everybody was mad at everybody. I grew up in the. I'm a baby boomer, man. I was born in the '50s, man, '57 to be exact. So I grew up in the time for the civil rights movement, the free love era. So we was always about peace and love and trying to, free love. Free love before AIDS. Free love was the thing to do. Everybody was fucking everybody. it just was a different era. So in the late '80s, when things started changing, dude, it just was a shock for me because I never experienced anything like that. And I tell people, because I'm from a different generation, because I'm a baby boomer, there's certain things I couldn't buy into. Uh, Eve After Dark was a very fun place, man. We had a lot of good times there. It was a club. I got this club when I was 22 years old. I'm
Wow.
tw- I'm basically a kid myself. I'm in business. I was in business at 19. I still had a job, but I had a DJ business at 19 years old. So me and my buddy started doing dances, and before we started doing dances, LA County, the school districts, everybody gave dances. Everybody that was a good fundraiser for any organization, Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, book club, whatever the case may be. Giving dances was a good fundraiser. And for some reason, I don't know back then, but they stopped doing them. And they were so much fun and they made so much money. We as kids picked up the same hustle. And we started giving, garage parties and house parties, and we charged 25 cents, 30, whatever the case, 50 cents, whatever we could get. And that was our hustle. And as I got older, we got bigger venues and started charging a little bit more money, $3, $4, $5. And by the time by 1979, I was able to get to Eve After Dark, and I'm charging $3 before 10, and $5 afterwards. Dude, that was a lot of money back then. I'm killing it.
Yeah.
I'm killing it. And the dress code was different. I mean, you got to understand also that the Eve After Dark, Lonzo and the Eve After Dark was all influenced by Soul Train. I
Oh,
was
okay.
heavily influenced by Don Cornelius and Soul Train. I often describe Eve After Dark as Soul Train with no cameras.
Wow.
It was Soul Train
Wow.
with no cameras. In fact, a lot of the Soul Train dancers would come to the Eve on Friday, record Soul Train on Saturday, and come back to the Eve on Saturday night.
Oh, wow.
A lot of, not all of them, a lot of them were from Compton, and that was an era because we had Soul Train. We had a different kind of influence. Soul Train was not only just a dance show, a music show, but it showed us how to dress, how to dance. It gave us the latest songs, and it just made for a different vibe. And yes, we did have our gangsters and our gang. It wasn't gang banging yet. We had gangsters, but it was like maybe a 5% of the young population was into the gang thing. And even gangsters dressed different than the gangsters of today. The gang to be a gangster was expensive. You had to have some biscuits. You had to have them shine. You had to have them Levi's that was clean. You had to have a leather jacket. You had to have a hat. Dude, it wasn't no joke to be a gangster back in the day. So, and
Right.
this is what I grew up with. And, having my issues at high school with gangsters, when the situation came back around a few years later, and guys that I knew that were not gangsters decided they wanted to get into the gangster movement. I can't do that. I ain't with that. I went through too much in high school in the first 3 or 4 years at Eve After Dark to want to relive that. When I did it in high school, it was for life. It was for life or death. When I did it at Eve After Dark, it was for my financial stability and not to be taken over by some bullshit. So I understood what that came with. And after going through it, I didn't want to go back through it. I didn't want to play with it. And that made my decisions not to be a part of that situation my own and based on how I felt in my experiences. Again, like I tell people, people don't know. When I opened Eve After Dark, I didn't know Dre Yella or nobody. I didn't meet them
Right.
until like 3 years into the Eve. I met them in like 80, 83, 84. I mean, 83, 83, 82, 83. Yella came in 82. Dre came in 83. So I'd been there 3, 4 years already before I met them. I went through the rough times. They don't remember the rough times at Eve After Dark, the slow days, the fights we had to have with different folks before they got there to establish myself as somebody not to be messed with. Like I tell them
Yeah.
all the time, being a 22-year-old club owner on the corner of Avalon and Segundo between Watts, Compton, LA, you can't be no punk. Now, my
Right.
personality does not show that kind of situation. But like any real man, if you push you to a corner, you're gonna come out swinging.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Yeah, I know what you mean about though I was born in 72, so I saw the shift happen too, and I remember you said you did an experiment by playing music and you saw how people would act differently towards music. And I saw that personally myself. I was doing security in Atlanta. It was like at a painting event and it was like classy. It was these women in their 40s and 50s. They're painting, being classy. A DJ came, put on Sexy Red. Everybody started twerking. I was
See,
like, what? What just happened? I was
hey
like,
man,
huh?
that's just that's just like a spell, man. Music has
Yeah,
the effect of a spell, depending on what is being played, who is the artist, and what the time it is. It will change everything about a person's demeanor.
absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's just kind of weird when you listen to like the early hip hop. It was like people were trying to get away from the streets and get into the music industry. Then it became the music industry was trying to copy the streets. So, what do you think? It's like in WA, there was only one group that was really that hardcore, but then it's like everybody started copying. Why do you think that is that everyone started copying in WA?
Well, you got to understand the first hardcore group was Public Enemy. They just had a different
Right,
message. They had a different
right.
message. So NWA took that attitude and took it to the streets as opposed to making it political. Public Enemy was more political. When the NWA took their message to the streets, took it and flipped it and took it to the streets. Now what happened is you got Compton, Atlanta, Oakland, everything that's happening in Compton with cops and dope and folks shooting at each other. Because at the same time, crack became a major factor in all those communities. So
Yeah,
you experiencing the same type of treatment from the police, crackheads, your homies. And when you have that type of familiarity in multiple locations throughout the country, you have a fan base. You have a fan
yeah,
base, just like with Mary J. Blige. I call her the queen of broken hearts. With Mary, there's a lot of women have their hearts broken every day by some man. So when
right.
Mary J. has her heart broken by a man, shit, she get her some box wine, and everybody can relate to Mary's lyrics because I know what she's going through. Same thing with NWA.
Wow, that's well put, man. That's well put. And I know you get so irritated when you hear people talk about things and they get wrong. Like I heard about Egyptian Lover getting things wrong, and people changing the story, and just make it clear, man. What tell us like where all this started because you're the beginning of all this, man. But people don't give you the credit that you deserve, and I'm just as frustrated as you, man.
Well, you know, I understand it, although I don't like it. Okay, and it's very simple, man. It's very simple. It's just a matter of numbers. You got to understand. In New York, when Cool Herc did what he did at 1520 Sedgwick back in whatever 70, whatever it was, um, Grandmaster Flash and other DJs, they're around the same age as Cool Herc. So they were able to take what he did and run with it a lot faster. Cool Herc gave a dance, he gave an event, and he did the breakbeat thing. But Grandmaster Flash, who was right behind him, took it and started scratching and doing some other things to it and made it more popular real fast. What Lonzo did in 1977, 78, the guys who benefited from the most was in junior high school and elementary school. Okay, what Lonzo did in 1977, fresh out of high school. I got out of high school in 75. 76, I spent 75 and 76 in broadcast school, learning how to be a radio DJ. 76, 76, 77, I'm trying to get my DJ wings ready to fly. By 77, 78, I'm the hottest thing going because I don't have any competition.
Wow.
By 79, I got my own nightclub.
Mm.
Let's do the math now. I'm going to do it again. I am 12 years older than Ice Cube. And so at night, and me and Ice Cube's birthday are like a day apart. He's the 15th, I'm the 16th. So we're officially 12 years apart. Ain't no months. It's 12 years. So if I'm 22 in 1979, Ice Cube is 10 in 1979.
Yeah.
He don't have no idea what I did in 1977, not long 1979, because he was in the he was 8 years old in 1977. He's in
Right.
third grade. He's in third
Yeah.
grade. I'm not mad at it, but we just keeping the numbers. The numbers don't lie.
Right.
The numbers don't lie. People lie, but numbers don't. So
Exactly.
he would not know what I had to do or did in 1977. He know the club open. That's common knowledge. But leading up to that point, before we got to Eve After Dark in June 22nd, 1979, he has no idea. Dre, I'm 8 years older than Dre. So if I'm 22 at Eve After Dark, what's Dre, 14?
Right.
He's 14.
Right.
I met Dre when he was 17. So I met him in 82, I believe it was. Okay? But again, I'd already did Alpine. I'd already ran all over the state, literally, doing DJing parties. I've already done Alpine, but they couldn't come to Alpine Village. They were too young.
Oh, right, right.
I'd already done Alpine Village. Now I leave Alpine Village, open the Eve, and I'm at the Eve with a whole crew. Now open the Eve up, I had a whole crew that never met anybody else, nobody from the wrecking crew. I started the Eve with five guys that never met the second four guys. The guys I opened the Eve up in 1979, they all fell off by 82. Only person that was a part of the transition was DJ Yeller. He came in. Dr. Rock was still with me. He left 2 weeks after Yeller got there. So they weren't even buddies. They barely knew each other. So I'd already been established. And again, you know, they don't. It's hard to tell a story if you don't know it.
That's so
They
true.
can't speak on my legacy. They don't really know. We never talked about it. We
Right.
never really talked. We were so busy doing what we were doing at that time, making underground mixes, making records for Crew Cut, doing doodles, doing Skateland, touring. We never talked about going back to 1977 when they was babies. So
Yeah.
that story is only up to me to tell. And here's the next part. It was only 3 people that were around in the very beginning. Myself,
Oh.
Unknown DJ, and Roger Clayton, who passed on in 2010. Unknown don't do interviews, so nobody really knows the story but me. And
Wow.
thank God I have the integrity to tell the story to the best of my recollection without having to add a bunch of extra bullshit. Okay, I don't have to lie to kick it. I tell people I ain't got to lie to kick it. But on the
Right.
same token, I hate when people lie to try to kick it.
Exactly.
I hate when people lie trying to kick so they can, oh man, back in the 80s. No, you didn't do that, bro. Because I was there and I don't remember you nowhere around. Or you were just
Yeah.
passing out flyers. You wasn't the man. And people do that because Roger and I were the two main cats on the West Coast back in the 70s and 80s. He had Uncle Jam's Army. I had the Wrecking Crew. And people tend to want to blow themselves up because he's not here to defend himself or to defend the legacy of Uncle Jam's Army. So I'm kind of defending both of us. I have to defend his legacy because it's part of the integrity of the story.
Right.
You know, if the kids were allowed to tell the story for the parents could be the worst people in the world because they whooped your ass one Saturday afternoon because you did some dumb. Like he was mean to me. He whooped your ass one time because you broke a window. But you'll take that one story and make that out to be his whole narrative. You can't do that. What about the time
Yeah.
when he was at the hospital? Whatever whatever happened. So people tend to do things like that when you tell the story. They remember what they want to remember. Okay, I remember what I have to because it's a part of the legacy of West Coast hip hop.
Wow, man. That is so well said. And I like how you just break it down and can't nobody argue with you because you were there. So they can't tell you, oh no, it was like this. You're like, nah, dude, don't try to repaint history, man. We're not doing that.
They do it
And
all the time, man. People do it. People will tell. People will argue. I've had arguments about what people heard versus what the fuck I did. How the fuck you gonna tell me what the fuck I did? Well, I heard. No, no, no. You can't tell me what you heard. I was the one that did it.
yeah.
I'm the one
Yeah.
that did it. Okay, I'm telling you I did it, but you heard some shit, and um, rather than you admit that you have been misled, misinformed, or whatever, you want to argue with me, man? How do you do that? How do you argue with Martin Luther King about the walks he took or the beatings he took? How do you argue with Martin Luther King about that? How do you argue with Malcolm X about what he dealt with? How do you do that? How do you
Yeah.
argue with Jesus about the nails they put in his hands on the cross? You can't do that.
Yeah.
So,
That's that's
huh?
actually that's so bold to try to tell somebody that, it's like when someone tells you what you're thinking, you're like, how you gonna tell me what I'm thinking?
How you
Like,
think what I'm thinking? Okay, how do you do that? Well, man, I just know. Like, how do you know what I'm thinking, sir? Is there
yeah.
an LED screen on my forehead that's telling you what's on my thoughts? Until they install a LED screen across my fucking forehead, you can't tell me what I'm thinking. And this is
Right.
what we experience is, especially when they think that you're going to co-sign. I don't co-sign bullshit. I I
Yeah.
have fell out with a lot of people because they tried to get them. You remember? No, I don't remember that, dude. I can't remember what I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah. I think people lie so much they start to believe their own lies. It's like, wait a minute, dude. Like, you really believe that? I mean, we're coming on. It's hard to believe we're coming on the 10th. I think in August it'll be 10 years since the movie Straight Outta Compton came out.
Right?
And people think in WA, that's where rap started. But it's like we all know that movie was changed around for dramatic effect and stuff like that. So it's good to have you on and let people know what really went on behind the scenes. And you know, I thought your character in the movie was really funny. Like when he was yelling before he went out, like what did he yell? He's like, I know it's right or something.
No, you got it, Dre. No, you got it, Dre. And here is, you think about the movie. People, oh man, the movie changed my life in various ways because, oh, you hated rap, huh? Nope. Well, you didn't want to. Nope, that never happened. Okay.
Wow.
That never happened. My son's calling me. That always happens, man. Every time I get on a damn call, somebody, um, somebody looking for me. I gotta just text him right quick. I'll tell you when I get through.
It's no
Um,
problem.
but yeah, Doc, when you I lost my train of thought.
Oh,
Uh,
you
Go
talking
ahead.
about straight out of Compton?
Oh yeah, yeah. When I am the reason that Run DMC got their first plane tickets to Los Angeles, when I'm the reason why Curtis Blow got his first plane ticket to Los Angeles, when I'm the one that brought Dr.
Mm,
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde to Eve After Dark, Eve After Dark, not
wow.
do those, Eve After Dark, and when I did this because I did embrace hip hop. I did embrace hip hop as a businessman. Okay, because when the Eve at one point in time, maybe 82, 83, I had been killing it for about 2.5, 3 years nonstop, and it started to slow down. We had other competition now. When people see you doing something that's successful, they started creating the same thing with a little twist on it. So when you ain't the new kid no more, people started moving toward, moving away from you. So in order to do
Yeah.
that, I started bringing acts in. And I had friends in the record companies that could get me acts. And Curtis Blow was one of the acts that I got. And I brought Curtis, I'm talking to Russell Simmons like I'm talking to you. And that's when he was managing Curtis Blow. And he gave me Curtis Blow, cost me $2,500, 2 plane tickets, and and hotel rooms for a couple of days. Did a party called the Christmas Wrap. I mean the Christmas party for me. Then because we cool, hey man, I got another group. I love to bring to LA. Who was that? My brother and his 2 friends. Who are they? Run DMC. Never heard of them before. Oh man, to tell you what, I just want to get them on that West Coast. I give me $500 and 3 rooms. I'll give them to you. I took them 300, 500, and they only had one record at the time. But what happened
Oh,
was my people from Uncle Jam's Army got wind of this shit, and they called Russell, and then they booked him the next day. I originally had him on Saturday night, but I didn't know nothing about this. Russell called me, hey man, can they do Friday because they got something going in Pomona on Saturday? I ain't tripping. And they ended up playing for Uncle Jam's Army on Saturday, which is my competition and the reason why I was bringing them in the first place. So
yeah.
depending on what club you went to that weekend, you came to Eve on Friday, you saw him there first. If you went to Uncle Jam's Army event on Saturday, you may have saw him there first. That don't mean I didn't bring him to LA. So these are the kind of things that I am experiencing. Oh shoot! Damn! I knew that was going to happen. Anyway.
Oh, what
Anyway.
happened?
That was my credit union. Anyway. Um, they oh so anyway, yeah, that created a big debate on who did what first, blah blah blah, and nonetheless I was always on the forefront of anything going on the West Coast. I was making records, but long before Egypt made his record, I was making underground mixes called Z Rock, Scratch Masters, Scratch Party. All that shit was mine. I still got the tapes. So, and here's the part that people can't debate. I got the receipts. I still got the fucking tapes right here. I still got that shit. I still have all that shit. I'm a hoarder. I hoard shit. I got all
Yeah.
my costumes. I'm probably the only artist that you know that has this master tape. Still have the original 2-inch masters, not just the masters, the 2-inch masters, and because
Mm,
I was a label owner, I got all the plates.
wow.
I
Wow.
got
And
I, I
it's
got I got
important.
ultimate receipts. You can't debate this.
Yeah. It's important. I'm glad you kept all that, man. It's
You
really
can't,
important.
yeah, you can't debate this. So knowing what I know, doing what I've done, I understand why it is what it is. It don't make it no easier to deal with. And then, second of all, because your record label, Crew Cut Records, spawned so many careers, and we didn't make it. We may have made $1 million eventually, but we weren't a big label. Crew Cut was
Yeah.
not a big label. We was a small independent, but I gave so many people their starts, and I was never a gatekeeper. I never
Wow.
tried to keep people from progressing. When you want to leave, bye. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. And I've always been the guy you see right now is not the guy you saw in the movie, but the guy you see right now is how I've always been. When Easy wanted to meet Jerry, after he made it worth my while, I introduced him to Jerry Heller. I did that. I did
Yeah.
that. So I did not gatekeep because I did not gatekeep because I was an open book because I always shared information with different people. I was always the one people would come to get things done, and for the most part, I helped them get it done.
Wow, man. I'm just glad that your story's getting out there. I'm glad people are hearing the truth. And because like I said, you see all these different people on talk shows with their narratives, and not only were you there in the beginning of West Coast hip hop, you introduced the biggest East Coast groups to the West Coast, Run DMC, Curtis Blow. So like you said, nobody knew Run DMC back then, so you introduced them to the West Coast, before they blew up.
Exactly.
So it's just it's funny how the more time goes by, people start twisting and changing things like you don't remember what happened when you were there.
Well, when you have some people have bigger platforms and they can change the narrative based on how they feel it should be told, and I just
Yeah.
felt like, wow, that's amazing. I didn't know you did that because at that time you didn't have a car. How was you gonna do that? How did you do all that? You had no car. Okay, but again, people want people, and here is the problem. I think, was the biggest problem. People only see their heroes as their heroes in their current state. They don't think about people actually being broke and moving and evolving to their heroes.
Wow.
People weren't
Wow.
Everybody wasn't always a hero, man. Everybody
Exactly.
Cats were not born heroes. They evolved and were, eventually became that based on time. But at the time when they were engaging with me, they were just kids.
Right.
They were just kids. They weren't, how do you know what kid that you on your football team or your little league team is going to be the next superstar? You don't. It may be good, but you can't predict they're going to be a celebrity or a superstar.
Yeah, you don't
You
know
can't do that, huh?
that.
I wonder how many coaches that have coached kids that, man, he was the laziest kid on the team, end up being a superstar. It happens.
Right.
Or
Right.
he wasn't even interested in football or baseball or basketball. Or some kids that you thought was going to be fantastic, never saw him again after high school.
Facts. I mean, look at Michael Jordan. He got cut from his high school basketball team.
Exactly. So how that coach feel? Okay. You
Yeah.
want to talk? I want to talk to his coach. What did he not do to get your attention? So this happens all the time, man. So people, and because I'm accessible, I hear it a lot. But people are not being realistic um, when it actually comes to life, and that's the part that's kind of disheartening. You're not being realistic with your expectations. You expect this person was just this all the time. It's like when you print a stamp, the stamp was only worth X amount of dollars, X amount of cents. When you get it over time, because it was a rare stamp, it became more valuable. But when you first printed that stamp, it was not valuable.
Absolutely.
It wasn't valuable. So it is what it is, Doc.
That's a good way to look at it, man. And it's just so important that you get your credit, man. And I want to talk about too. Tell us how you came up with the "Turn Off the Light" song. You actually wrote that.
Wrote every word.
Wow.
It was something that was told to me by a young lady. I used to be a bit of a player back in the day. And a lady told me, a lady who I liked a lot told me that, look, boy, look, bro, if you're going to do this, you got to be a hell of a man because I don't play, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, damn, that was kind of dope. It's kind of intimidating, okay? And Dre had a beat he was messing around with. And when I say this all the time, I was at the Compton swap meet dropping off some records. And the whole song came to me like I had food poisoning. This was like the words just came. And I sit there in the parking lot, wrote everybody's part because nobody wanted to do the song.
Oh wow.
Nobody wanted to do another ballad. They was ready to be gangsters. Well, we just had the hottest record one of the hottest records we ever had before Turn Off the Lights was Lovers.
Yeah,
Surgery and
lovers. Yeah.
Juice did not do anything compared to Lovers on the radio. That was our closing song on our shows. That's the song that got the most radio play was Lovers. And if you got something that's working, you might as well work it. And
Right.
I wanted to go back to that same format and do something different. And they all resisted. They want, man, we need to be more reality. Okay, that's true, but let's do what we do first.
Right.
If I got to put my money on it, I'm doing this right here. And that's what it was. And I said I wrote everybody's parts. Nobody wanted to do it. And we went to the studio, and that was kind of our parting gift. And then later on, I heard they accused me of knowing it was going to be a hit. That's why I broke up the group. I'm like, huh? How do I do that?
Wow.
How do I?
Wow.
How am I responsible for everything? I'm responsible for the success. I'm all the failures, none of the success. Come on, man.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They'll give you credit for that, but not the success.
No, you give me credit for all the failures, but none of the success. Come on, dude. So yeah,
Wow. That's a shame, man. That's a shame, man. Wow. We got Alonzo Williams in the building, man. It's so great to talk to you, man. And I want to ask you, man, because me and you, man, we think a lot alike, and I just think today's music is complete garbage, dude. There's no melody, there's no all the songs sound alike. It's like sonic pornography to me. It's like just trying.
that's a good one. Okay,
Like what? Like why do you think the music just sounds like horrible? Like what happened?
look here. Let me explain it to you. It's simple economics, Doc. It's simple economics. To make a good record, even in my era, you needed three to five thousand dollars. In my era, you needed 3 to 5 thousand to make a single.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you got it on the radio, it costs to get on the radio. But if you got it on the radio and got a hit, you were getting anywhere from 7 to 10 cents a play through BMI and ASCAP.
Yeah.
If you had a good run, dude, you made a nice little change, nice piece of change every quarter. BMI checks might be $5, $6, $7,000 every quarter, every three
Wow.
months. Plus, you getting other money, and you can sell this. You can physically sell the product. You could take the record into the store, and they would exchange money for that product. Okay, I've done it thousands of times. I got a hit record. I go to Macola, to the pressing plant, grab me 1,000 records, take it to my various distribution connections, come back with $2,500, $3,000, depending on what it is. If it's a CD, it's even more. Now, because one, everything is digital, the cost of making music has dropped tremendously. Everything is done on the laptop. Okay,
Yeah.
the platforms that are distributing the music don't pay you a percentage of a penny per play. A percentage. You got to get, in some case, you got to get 65, 70 plays to get a penny.
So my goodness.
You got to get
Wow.
65 to 70 streams to get a penny.
Oh
Okay?
my
Get a
goodness.
penny. Meanwhile, they charging you for the subscription fees and they getting all the advertising money.
Wow.
So
Wow. Wow.
why would somebody want to go into the studio and spend a couple $100 an hour for a studio and engineer, not to mention musicians to come in and play? In most cases, union musicians to come and play on a project to get pennies on the dollar. And the only way you can sell it is through downloads. There is no physical product.
Yeah. Wow.
There's no physical product, so there's no record stores. So you only can all you can, and then your stuff is so volatile to bootlegging because you can go to YouTube, grab any song you want to, convert it to an MP3, and you got it. Ask me how I know. Okay, ask me how I know.
Right.
So
Wow.
the system has changed so much, and it. There is no reason why a record company would spend $500,000 on an artist to produce an album to get pennies on the percentage of a penny per play globally. Yes, they make a lot of
Mm.
money, but they ain't spend no money on the shit either.
Right.
That they ain't spend no money. So now it's more shock value than it is actual talent.
Oh well, so you hit the nail on the head.
It's
Oh
more
yeah,
sharing because understand the internet. Internet don't care how good it is. All they care is that somebody clicked on it to view it. Now,
right,
if I call Jay Rose and say, hey Jay, man, you won't believe how this most disgusting song in the world is on YouTube right now. Click it and check it out. That's a plus. Okay,
right,
that's a plus.
right.
They don't care whether you watching it for the discussion for the discussingness or the liking it. It's still a plus.
Exactly.
So when Sexy Red says my coochie is pink and my booty hole is brown, I can't believe she said that. Click. Oh my God, I
Yeah,
love it. Click. Oh my God, this is the most disgusting thing in the world. Girl, listen to this shit. Click.
yeah,
It's all a
yep,
plus. The internet don't do minuses.
yeah.
They
That's a
don't do
great point.
minus. So there's no reason for them to make anything that is really talented or have any kind of talent to it because you can do disgusting and still get paid.
Oh man, man, man. That that's true. It's like when they used to say all publicity is good publicity.
All
So it's like you
publicity, good
said,
publicity.
yeah, whether you like it
WAP
or not, it's quick.
WAP damn near broke the internet when Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion dropped WAP wet ass pussy. Damn near broke the
Yeah.
internet. Okay, people couldn't believe they
Wow.
said that shit. Look at the video. Oh my God, look at the video. Look at the video. And this shit will get millions of streams in a matter of seconds, matter of days. It's millions of streams. You
Wow.
ain't gonna play it. No play. You're not gonna play it. You might play it eventually some places, but you can't dance to it. There's no
No,
reason to
not
play
at
it in the
all.
club. It's one of them songs you hold your phone up. Hey girl, you drinking and shit. Wet ass pussy, wet ass pussy.
Oh
I got that
man.
wet ass, I got that wop, I got that wop. Yeah, right. So that's the kind of shit you're dealing with in the new era, man. Like they don't know nothing about the record business. I tell people all the
Nah.
time, I miss the record business. The music business is still around. It's pretty much disgusting to the most part. But the record business, when you have to have a hit record. Lonzo, as a record hustler, didn't have to have a hit record. I just had a new where I can get it from. I'll go pick it up from one person, take it to another person, and depending on what it was, I could put 25 cents, 50 cents, $1 on that little transaction per piece and make myself some money.
Wow. Yeah,
Okay.
man. I miss the days of holding like a physical copy, like going to Warehouse Music, Sam
Yeah.
Goody. I miss like going to read the back of I miss them
Right.
days, man.
Ain't no album art, ain't no liner notes, ain't no special
No,
thanks. Ain't none of that shit, man. Everything is just you got to go to the website to get all that shit. Who want to do all that?
you know what I compare it to? It's basically they're giving us fast food and telling us it's a gourmet meal now. It's like they're
Man,
giving us garbage and telling us, oh, it's good. Like just because you play it 80 million times don't make it good. Like they don't. I actually get mad when I hear someone play. Like I'll take a Uber somewhere, and the whole ride there, every song sounds the same. I'm just like, oh my goodness, dude. I get
and
mad.
and the artists they play for the algorithms. If you can get
Right.
it to the algorithm of disgust and disdain, you can ride the algorithm. You still gonna get your plays because you're gonna be in an algorithm because everything is being played and everything being programmed by a computer. Ain't nobody doing no program directing right now.
Oh my
It's all
goodness.
it's all based on certain keywords and the algorithm. Bottom line. So if you stay in that
Wow.
algorithm, you find a way to get into that algorithm, and somebody start liking your stuff, you'll start getting played more, and then you'll get a check eventually. Here's where the rubber hits the road at. They can't sell tickets.
True.
They can't
True.
sell tickets. You know,
Cricket.
they try to use the streams as a measuring point of an artist's success, and you can't do that because streams can be manufactured, they can be bought, they can be whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And you try and take that same person, put them on tour, they can't sell them. They can't sell on venues, okay?
Yeah.
Because you can't tell which one of those likes they got or those plays they got or streams they got was based on disgust or like.
Good point.
Okay, you can't tell. You don't know which one of them, what percentage of his or her streams were based on disgust and dislike, as opposed to I really like what I'm hearing. Okay, you don't
Right.
know. So you go to book a tour with so many certain artists, and you realize, halfway through the promotion, you ain't sold. You got what 100,000 seats to sell over a period of a week. You ain't sold but 2,000 seats. You got to cancel that concert.
Yeah.
And you hear it all the time. So and so's concert got canceled. So and so concert got canceled. Or they'll throw in with a bigger name, and that'll be an opening
Yeah.
act. Okay, somebody they know that's going to fill some seats, like a Drake or whatever. They know they're going to sell X amount of seats if Drake is in the house, or Mary J, whoever the big name is. They know by putting this person on this, it's going to give them a decent opening act based on their popularity. But they can't carry a concert by themselves.
Yeah, man. It's and you know what's so bad about it? Like you can't put the spilled milk back into the jar, whatever it's called, because it's like now we'll never go back to them days, man. It's like it's actually sad to like pull up a song on YouTube and just be like, man, I missed them days. And when you read the comment section, there are people that are born now that are like, man, I wish I was born in the '80s and them days seemed like they were fun. It's just sad what it's become, man.
You
It's
know,
it's kind of depressing.
well, in so many ways, we're all we're all like the mega. We're like MAGA. Okay, they done told us this shit is but they done told this bullshit is good so long. A lot of people believe it. We
Yeah,
become the music. Make we ought to have our own hat because make music great again. Okay, because people have gotten
I know,
so
right?
huh.
I was like, I know, right? Make
People,
make music again.
so people have gotten so into um, what they think if they tell you is good,
Yeah,
and with no evidence that it's good, but because unlike any other time in our lives, we have cancel culture now. So if you
yeah,
don't like it, you can get canceled.
right.
You have to like it because if you don't like it, you get canceled. Why do I have to like it? Because I don't care for that. Too bad. You have to like it. Why?
Yeah,
Because you don't. If you don't, we're going to cancel you. So you got people in prominent positions who won't speak out anymore. You got ain't a lot of Alonzos who don't give a shit. Okay, I'm 68 years old. What the fuck? I ain't got to like that shit, and you don't expect me to
yeah,
like it anyway. So I don't matter. Okay, I don't matter because I am an old head, officially an old head. They
wow.
don't get no older, and so I don't have to like it. One, you don't expect me to like it. I tell you what you do. If you give me something that I do like, I will support it. I will like it, but you can't give me no bullshit and tell me
Right.
it's a Big Mac. It ain't gonna fly.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man.
You can't give me a bun with bullshit and tell me it's a Big Mac. Nope, I'm not buying that. Nope, I'm not doing that.
I often tell when I talk to the younger generation, I'm like, now I'll be like, play Tupac and then play this and you tell me if you hear a difference. Like, does this sound like the same caliber or quality? Like it don't even sound like it's basically watching a George Lucas THX production versus Tubi or something. It's like it's not
Exactly, exactly.
the
You know,
it,
when you in your mama's bathroom and you're just trying to get something to impress your friends, you're not even serious about it. Like Blueface, he tell you he was just fucking around.
yeah.
He was just fucking around and said, "Well, I like that dope, man." He wasn't even on beat.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, I heard that. I was like, "What is this?"
He wasn't even on beat. He was bullshitting. Well, because he was a good looking dude and he was saying some crazy shit, what Tatiana, whatever his song was, and then he
Yeah,
started doing some shit, and girls start liking him, and they gave him 15 minutes, maybe 20. Where you at now?
wow.
Where you at now? And
Yeah,
most artists, and I'm gonna tell you something about fame. If you don't have any talent, fame could be a very dangerous thing because
mm,
you get used to being treated a certain way. You get used to being treated a certain way. You go to the free club, the girls like you. You don't pay for drinks. Somebody always sticking a camera or a microphone in your face, and that shit becomes addicting, dude. And
Ooh.
especially if you wasn't expecting it, you never thought in your life you would have this. And once you got it, you don't. It's hard to get rid of it. It's like being hooked on a drug that you would even try that you didn't really take. You just got secondhand, and all of a sudden you high on this new drug that you didn't even know you was taking. And
Wow.
you want to stay in the loop. You want to keep that at popularity and keep that profile up. And in most cases, they don't have anything to fall back on. And that's when you start
Mm.
hearing about them it's on TMZ and shit. Well, today it's 2 feet. Blueface and this girl was fighting on the goddamn freeway, the 405 freeway. You know, that kind of shit. He was shooting in a shootout because everybody want to be a gangster.
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody got
yeah,
to be a gangster. You got to be hard to survive. Man, fucking what?
yeah,
Why? Why?
yeah.
Don't get me
Why?
started,
Why?
man. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Yeah,
Why you gotta be a gangster?
yeah.
Why?
Why? Was like, and the argument that the rappers used to use that makes no sense. They always use the Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone. They're like, nobody says nothing when they kill. I'm like, yeah, but when they're done with the movie, they don't still portray that character. When these rappers are done rapping, they still trying to act like the song they created. Sylvester Stallone ain't out in the streets with a Uzi still. He
Thank
leaves
you.
the character on the
Thank
screen.
you. Thank you. They're not trying to convince the world that that's the real them. They are good.
Exactly.
They are actors, and when he get through playing Rambo, he gonna take that knife off, take that gun belt off, and go hop in his Rolls Royce or whatever it is, and go back home to Beverly Hills and go eat some regular shit. He ain't gonna be in the hood trying to live up to the lyrics, the Rambo's lifestyle. And he's not trying to
Yeah,
get other. He's not trying to get other people to believe he's Rambo. You guys believe I'm Rambo for an hour and a half. That's it. I'm Rambo for an
exactly.
hour and a half. I am Arnold Schwarzenegger, Superman for an hour and a half. That's it. Maybe
Yeah,
two for Superman. But after
yeah.
that, I'm going back to being Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right,
Okay?
right.
And I
We gotta always stay in character. It's
got
like,
to stay in
man,
character.
like,
Always got to stay in
wow.
character. Always got to stay in character. Okay? I'm
And
not trying.
and the
Go
oh,
ahead.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say the thing about it is, like, you were the hardest dude. You were harder than the dudes in the WA. Like, you had fights and like, I remember you telling the story the other night when you said you you like shot in the air or something, and some dude started crying or something.
Start crying. We both end up in jail. We going to jail in the same police car. He on one side, I'm on. We both handcuffed. He crying. Now he talking shit. And now he in the police car. Now he talking shit. I'm gonna fuck you when I get to jail. Nigga, fuck you. I ain't scared of your ass no more, nigga. I ain't scared of you no more. Fuck you. Okay. Big bitch. You know, the dude was a big dude, man. He's like 6'3", 6'4", about 270. I went into it about fighting this dude. But once I saw him crying the way he did, nigga, I swole up. Nigga, fuck you. I'm not
Oh
scared of your ass no more. You just big. Okay? You just big.
wow.
You just big. You know,
Yeah.
and again, nobody saw that, man. Dre wasn't there. Yellow wasn't there yet. They wasn't there.
Yeah.
They wasn't there. I'm in jail for attempted murder, man. They booked me for
Wow.
attempted murder. Okay?
Oh.
They booked nigga, I was scared to death.
Hey, I can imagine, man.
I was
It's
scared to
like
death.
you
Okay.
scared.
I said, what? He said, yeah, we booking you for attempted murder. Oh man, hold on. Let's talk about this shit. But
Wow.
thank God, I got out of this shit. Okay? I got out of this shit. And then, they
Yeah.
verified I didn't shoot at him. I shot up in the air, and they gave me brandishing the firearm, discharging the firearm in the city limits. Okay. $50 fine. They took my gun, and I bought another one. Here's your 50. Here's your 50. Give me go out and buy me another gun. No big deal.
Wow. That that's too funny. My channel, I mainly talk heavyweight boxing. So there's a great trainer by the name of Emmanuel Stewart, worked with Lennox Lewis and all them, and he said the thing about heavyweights, he said most of these dudes ain't got no heart. He said
Mm.
it's the lower divisions where they got heart. He said you be seeing these, big guys like I'm 6'3", 250. I work out all the time. But a lot of these dudes, he said, they get in the ring and they scared. So I know what you mean about that guy you said started crying.
Yeah. You hit the right. You hit the right dude in the right place. He gonna. When I know art, he gonna show you where your heart is real fast. Okay, hit the right dude in the right place at the right time. He gonna buckle on your ass. Okay. I've seen cats get hit a couple times. Man, let's negotiate. Let's talk about this. You think hold us out, man. Let's talk about women. Oh, wait. Cause time out. Think we fighting? We ain't no time out.
Yeah, ain't no timeouts in the
Ain't
fight.
no basketball game for the whoop your ass. You talked all that shit. No, nigga, time out. Hold on, bro. Hold on, man. Yeah, okay. What we gonna talk about? What we gonna talk about? That reminds me of Samuel L. Jackson in the movie Shaft, right? The first Shaft, right?
Oh yeah.
They run into the apartment building, homeboy, pow, 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 he's shooting, pow, 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 pow. And all of a sudden you run out of bullets. And I'm like, well, shit, Samuel, you still got bullets. He was shooting at you. Now run out of bullets, you want to turn yourself in? No, you was shooting at me, fool. I still got bullets.
Yeah.
You ran out, I didn't. So, that was the movies, of course, but in real life, dude, you were shooting at me, and everybody saw you shooting at me, and just because you ran out don't mean that you didn't point your gun at me and I shot your ass anyway. Come on, dude, let's keep it 100. So anyway, man, it's the reality of reality is amazing, dude, as opposed to the fantasy of bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, people like to talk about the outfits that the world class wrecking crew wore and stuff like that. And I heard you say, yeah, but what was we supposed to dress like? Grandmaster Flash and them with the feathers and and like people expect because you're from LA, right?
Everybody think
Go ahead.
This the dumbest shit in the world. Everybody wants to take your story based on today. You can't take my beginning based on 2025. We started in 1984. Yeah. You don't know shit about 1984.
Exactly.
You don't know nothing about 1980. You don't know nothing about 1984. In 1984, it was a different world.
Yeah.
In most cases, you can't tell me who the president was. That was Ronald Reagan, just so you know. And it was a different era. All right? Clubs did not, you couldn't go to the club wearing tennis shoes.
No, not at all.
You couldn't go to a club wearing tennis shoes. I experienced that transition myself in the early 2000s. I left my club. I had two clubs. I left one club in Inglewood, moved to the Hollywood Park Casino. And in my club, I didn't allow tennis shoes in my club. And it was my club. And I got to the casino, they had the same policy. And I had to make the adjustment mentally and professionally just to allow people with tennis shoes in the club because I wasn't ready for that. But because tennis shoes have become the style of people going out, you got guys wearing suits and tennis shoes. I can understand that, dude. That was like, huh? Why would you have them tennis shoes on in a suit? I don't understand it. But, huh?
Yeah, I said I started seeing that too, like suits with tennis shoes. I'm like, wow, that's a weird combination.
That's a weird combination for me. Okay, but it became the standard. So you had to be willing to you have to adjust to those standards. Like right now, everybody got dreads. Everybody got dreads. At some point in time, people are gonna look back and say, damn, Daddy, why's your head knotted up like that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with your head? Why your head look like a sack of worms? Why you look like you're wearing a mop on your head? Okay? Yeah. But you can't tell a cat today that them dreads don't look good. I'm not saying they don't look good. I'm just saying at some point in time, dreads may become the Jerry curl of the 2030s. I don't know.
That's true.
But you couldn't tell the cat back in the day that the Jerry curl wasn't the shit.
Yeah. It's like you were saying on your program about don't buy shirts with logos because you don't see Fat Farm and FUBU no more. Just buy a shirt that'll last 30-some years. Why you got to have a big logo on the front?
Perfect example. Perfect example. The shirt I have on right now is about 10 years old.
Oh, okay.
It's about 10 years old. It's a golf shirt.
Wow.
It was a golf company not far from my house, and they had a sale. They sent me a flyer in the mail, and they were selling these shirts. Now the label is all the information about the shirt is inside the collar, but because they're so durable, they're so comfortable, I bought them in every color, man. I bought them in every color, and nobody, you don't know. If I didn't tell you how old it was, you wouldn't know how old it was.
Would never know.
And I can wear the
Yeah.
same. I can put the same shirt on with a suit, and you still would not know it's a golf shirt. It don't say
Yeah.
ain't no clubs on it. It ain't say tee off. It don't say nothing. It indicates it's a golf shirt. Okay, but
Yeah.
it's a very comfortable golf shirt. And these are the kind of things that my dad taught me. He don't promote somebody else's product because he ain't paying you for it. Number one. Number two, it's gonna cost you more money to promote their shit. But some people have to have somebody else's name on their shit to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay. Some people they don't have the same self-esteem. It's a self-esteem boost for some people to have somebody else's name across their chest. If you ain't Superman,
Right.
I'm gonna borrow Gucci. I ain't Superman. But I can't put an S on my chest, but I can borrow this Gucci. I can borrow this Fendi. I can whatever the case may be. And no disrespect to that, but I'm just saying some people have
Yeah.
different things that makes them feel better. I feel better
Yeah.
just looking good. I don't care who. Perfect example. I'm an old head, so I can get away with shit you probably can't get away with. I was telling my partner today. This is real talk.
Yeah.
I'm a shoe horse. I got probably 60, 70 pair of shoes, man. I just bought
Wow.
some shoes today. Okay. I like white shoes, which first of all, I find it to be hilarious that liking white shoes used to be a curse. Okay. Back in the 70s, even the 80s, if you wore white shoes, people would clown the shit out your ass. Man, you got on baby
Wow.
shoes. You got on baby shoes. What the fuck I got on baby shoes for? Now, that's what they would call you. You wearing baby shoes. The same look. Here, the thing is right here, man. The same look that brothers have right now. I see it all the time. Black pants, black shirt, white shoes. Okay? Tennis shoes. Black
Yeah.
shirt, black pants, white tennis shoes. Nobody says shit. I
Nothing.
wore that same style back in the day, but I had on white dress shoes. Oh man, you got on baby shoes. But because they're tennis shoes, now it's okay.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with fanny packs. Okay, fanny packs came
Oh
out
yeah.
in the 90s. Okay, after a
Yep.
while, fanny packs became, oh my God, how could you wear a fanny pack? Well, they was very comfortable. They held it held my beeper, my phone, my electronic phone book. Because back in the day, I was Batman. I had all kinds of electronic gadgets. I had a whole utility belt full of shit because you didn't have everything in one goddamn phone. You had to have your cell
Right.
phone, which is big as fuck, your beeper to answer the phone, to get the call because couldn't nobody call you because it was cost too much money to take a phone call back in the day. Then I had to have my electronic calendar and phone book. All that shit was bulky. It was big. One thing was big as my phone by itself, but I got 3 items in one bag. So you had to have a fanny pack because backpacks wasn't out yet. But
Right.
if you wore the fanny pack around your waist, after a certain point in time, you got clowned.
Yeah.
That same fanny pack walk across your chest is a fucking fashion statement. Y'all kiss my ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all kiss my
Yeah.
ass, okay? Explain that to me. So you telling
Yeah.
me the same bag I had in 1980 something that I wore around my waist, you can clown me, you want to clown me for the day, but the same
Yeah.
bag you take it across your chest and it's a fashion statement? Nah, see, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Huh? That's that
Yeah. I was
bullshit.
like, yeah, welcome to the 2000s, man.
But if you wasn't there to know the difference, you'll never know the difference. You had to be there to know the difference. So
Yeah.
for me, like I said, I got about 4 or 5 pair of white shoes. I just want me a brand new pair of white tennis shoes. I call them my dress tennis shoes because when I could if I put on some dress slacks and tennis shoes, I want them to be ultra white. Okay,
Yeah. Right.
I don't want nothing on them. I have my everyday kicking the tennis shoes that I wear around the studio or when I'm working or whatever the case may be. But when I go get dressed up, I had to buy me some dress tennis shoes. They cost me $25.
Wow.
And they got a name.
Wow.
They got a name on them, but it cost me $25. I'm not giving you $400-500 for no tennis shoes. I'm not doing it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a grown ass man. I got real bills and I got cars and insurance. I ain't got $400 for tennis shoes.
Nah, I ain't never done that. Never will. If I was a billionaire, I wouldn't do it.
You know, you know when I walk into the room as the Godfather, and I got on some French white tennis shoes and a suit. Oh man, what's up? Anybody don't care what I wear. I care what it
Yeah.
costs. I care what it look like. But don't question how much I work. It ain't.
Yeah,
You can't do it. You can't. And when you've seen the fashion industry just take advantage of people's insecurities, you realize, oh, it's all about money, man.
yeah, that's all
Oh,
it's about.
it's all about money. That's why you gotta have a
Yep.
phone every 6 months. You gotta have a new phone.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, yeah, phones have become like a fashion statement now. It's like, man, I just need something that I can talk to and film, and I'm good. I don't need the latest gadgets. And I mean, they always got you just reaching in your wallet paying for something. Like, nah, dude, I can't get with that. I buy some clothes at Walmart and make it look. All you got to do is work out. You look good in whatever you
Come on,
wear. You ain't got
man. Come on,
three
dude.
hundred dollars.
Come on. I don't care what you if you got it if your shape is round, you ain't gonna look good in shit.
Exactly,
If
exactly.
your shape is round, you ain't gonna look good in shit.
Yeah, that's a
Anyway, man,
fact, man.
don't get me canceled on this show today. Mess with you, man.
Uh,
Don't get me canceled.
Hey man, I told the story on my platform. I was out doing security, and 21 Savage was out there, and this is late night, probably like close to 1 a.m. There's like girls out there had to be like over 300 pounds wearing like Daisy Dukes. I'm like, really, dude? Like, did you look in the mirror for you? Like, come on, man. I know other races must just look at us like, what's up? What's going on?
You
Y'all all
know,
right?
I saw who was it? Corey Holcomb had a picture of Rick
Oh,
Ross. Had a picture of Rick Ross, and he was clowning Rick Ross. His he said what he said. He said something like ladies be looking like Rick Ross. How much he beautiful? Okay, some shit like that.
oh,
And um,
Rick Ross.
girl look like Rick Ross without a beard, and how beautiful
Oh,
she is.
oh, yeah,
Oh, I
that's
forget.
not.
You know, there's somebody for everybody, and there's certain
Yeah.
clothes, certain things people can wear to look good in, but everything ain't for everybody, whether it's clothes or people. Okay, just because
Oh, you
it's the
dropping some.
style, just because it's the style, don't mean it's for you.
Yeah, and I've even told women, I'm like, less is more, man. Leave something to the imagination, man. I'm not trying to like. Why you always got to be naked? Put some clothes on. Like, I mean, I wish Felicia Rashad would just hold like a workshop and teach today's women like less is more. You don't always have to be showing flesh. Like that don't make you sexy. It just means you're showing flesh.
You know, I was telling a friend of mine, um, not go downtown to LA, especially for lunchtime. I see all these sisters wearing business suits. I said, man, for a brother like me, a business suit
Yeah.
and a sundress is like a bikini. Okay,
Oh yeah. Hey,
a
hey, I'm the
business suit
same way.
and a sundress. You might.
Absolutely.
I told her you got to go to the strip club, hop on the pole with a sundress on. You're gonna get paid messing with my ass. Okay, you gonna put on some high heels and a business suit and hop on the pole. You get more money out of my ass. You win the bikini. Okay.
Oh man, see, I've been saying that for years, man. Like my favorite show of all time is Dallas, and I'm like, dude, do you see how the women were classy back then? They look like women. Nowadays, it's like you dating a dude with female parts. It's like
Yeah.
be a woman. I don't want to see the mannerisms and the pink blue hair. Like, nah, dude.
Wait. Here's the bad part about it. Ben, we're finna get you canceled. Me and you both finna be
Yeah.
canceled right now. Wait. You got all this extra shit and I gotta pay for it? Why is that?
Oh yeah.
Why I gotta
Yeah.
pay for all your accessories? You
Yeah.
want me to look good? No, if you know, no, no, no. Why are you paying for it before I got to you? But now I take you out. Now your bills become my responsibility, and we just dating. Oh no, we're not doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. What's that about?
We're not doing that. I tell my son, hey, bro,
No.
if that's the deal, leave now because you ain't gonna win.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here is the catcher, Doc. I don't think Samuel, what's his name, the brother that passed, Samuels. I forgot his
Oh,
name,
Kevin Samuel.
Kevin
Kevin
Samuels.
Samuel.
I don't think he
Yeah.
touched on it enough. And Lonzo gonna touch, fellas, for the men watching this program, Lonzo gonna touch on it for you. Okay,
Yeah.
understand this. Here's the part: even society don't even want to admit. When you have a woman that 300 a month for hair, 150 for nails, waxes, whatever the case may be, you're talking about anywhere from 750 to $1,000 a month.
Mm,
Accessories,
mm,
accessories. We ain't paid no
mm,
rent. We ain't paid no car note. We ain't paid no insurance, and we ain't ate a meal yet. It's $1,000 on top of all that right there. Okay. In
mm,
most cases, in most cases, they can't afford to maintain themselves, so they have to have sponsors.
mm. Sponsors. I like that.
You become a
Wow.
sponsor, bro. You become a sponsor.
Mm,
Now, and check this out. Here's the flip side of that. I'm not saying you can't do that for your girl from time to time. Hey, baby, go get your hair done on me. Get your nails done on me. And get that red toenail polish I like. Okay. Oh, thank you. But when it's become mandatory that you do this every month, and you ain't paying, and I gotta feed you, and we ain't,
yeah.
and you think you see it all the time on Instagram and Facebook. Before you
Yeah.
DM me, my rent is 2,700. My hair is 300. My nails is 150. This and lunch is lunch is $40, and dinner's a bitch. What are
Yeah.
you eating? What are you eating for
Yeah.
$100 for dinner every night?
That's basically prostitution. It's just like you,
Hey,
like
basically,
what?
it is prostitution.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. What's
prostitution.
up?
So when you see
Yeah.
these kind of posts, and then you got some women in real life that think they're supposed to live like that. Well, baby, you know what?
Wow.
Fine. I ain't the man for you. I'm not the man
Oh
for
no,
you.
I ain't
Now,
doing all that.
if you can do it for yourself and want to hang out with me from time to time, that's cool. Don't expect me to do that because here's the crazy part. I got my own damn bills.
Yeah. Right.
I have my own bills that you have nothing to do with. So you think you'll I'm gonna take my money, my bills, and stack it on top and put yours on top of that, and then you might or might not be faithful. Oh no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. That's
You got
that's
all the
paying.
options. You got all the
Yeah.
options. I ain't got no options. You might see somebody else that could be a better sponsor with a bigger dingaling, and all of a sudden you out of here. All I got is receipts for your. I got receipts for your maintenance. Now we're not doing
Oh, dude. I tell you, man, when you break it down like that, it just makes you wonder. I mean, men and women are just so different, man. It's a wonder we ever even get together in the first place. It's like, golly, man.
that. When you
Especially in
are, go ahead, go
uh,
ahead.
no, I was saying, especially in 2025, it's like, man, dude. Thank the Most High. I'm married now, so so I'm off the streets because I never liked the dating scene. It just wasn't for me. I just don't like dating.
Anybody that's married is making it work for it, more power to you. Uh, more power to you, bro. But you got to have a partner. You just can't have a dependent.
Yeah,
If
right,
you got it's because marriage is one of the situations that starts off with it starts off emotional, but it ends up business. Let's keep it 100.
right. Uh huh.
When you in love with somebody, you ain't checking no FICO scores, you ain't checking their credit report, you ain't checking the debt to ratio, the income to debt ratio. You ain't checking none of that shit. Oh, baby, I love you. I love that ass. I love
Yeah.
them titties. I love your smile. I love your personality. But when it comes time to leave, nigga, where your money at? How much money you
Yeah.
got? Okay, how much money? What's your assets? What's your liabilities?
Yep. Pat in your pockets.
Okay, it's the only thing that starts off in church ends up in courtroom.
Ooh, that's deep.
You start off in the church, but it ends up in the
Wow.
courtroom. All them
Mm.
smiles you had in church were the tears in
Yeah.
the courtroom. Okay,
Oh my goodness, that's some game for y'all right there. Y'all heard that?
it's
I
hey
think
man, go ahead.
no, I think you was even talking about like a week ago or 2 weeks ago on your program how men are starting to say like, what's the benefit of marriage for a man? Like, what are we getting out of it? Like, if it goes left, we're in the hole.
Check this out. I saw this other day. It says when you marry a married woman, you marry her to you promise to protect, provide, and something else. Protect and provide for the most part. Okay,
Mhm.
and she promises to do the same for you and forsake all others. Okay, good. Now, when you divorce them and y'all break up, she take half of your shit. You still got to protect and provide. But what does she
Uh-oh.
have to do for you?
Yeah, yeah.
You still got to do for her. You still got to provide for her. In most cases, give up half of your shit or pay a big
Uh,
ass check every month. But
wow.
what did you get out the deal? What does she have to give to you? She can take half your money and go jump in the restroom with somebody else, and she can enjoy your money like it's nobody's business. Meanwhile, you struggling to pay her because you got your bills and her bills.
Oh my goodness.
Here's something
Oh.
I learned. I learned this from one of my partners. He has an organization that says, "Just say, Daddy." Brothers have to be careful about girls who you're not even married to. If they got kids and you
Mm.
cool dude, hey man, come on, kid. It's Christmas. It's birthday. Come on, dude. Let's go to Disneyland. You start providing for this kid. Y'all break up. Shit, she mad. You might give us some money for that. That ain't your kid because you became part of the kid's life. If you think I'm lying,
Uh.
better ask somebody. Okay, I forgot the term of it, but you still may have to pay her, give this kid some kind of money because you became a part of this kid's life and you provided for this kid like he was yours, and you still got to pay child support for this kid, although it ain't yours.
Wow,
Y'all think
man.
I'm lying. I ain't got a lot to kick it. Check it out.
I already know, man. Being a man in Western civilization is it is no joke. I mean, it's like all the laws are set up against us. It's like we gotta basically walk on eggshells if we just want to live a peaceful life, you know?
The laws are set against you because your natural desires exceed what the law says. In most countries, especially ones that we came from, men have multiple wives. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
In most countries, most of your um, countries like Africa, it's no big deal to have multiple wives. In
Yeah.
Arab, it's no big deal to have multiple wives. Okay, so just because they take a lion out of the jungle and put him in the zoo, is he less of a lion?
Right.
And here is a cold economic part. If you like me have multiple, I got different baby. I got 5 kids by 4 different women. Okay, your money can go over there. Your money can be shared amongst all the women. You just can't share your dick. Although they already seen it, they already seen it. They've already experienced it. You can't do it no more. You just give them the money. Keep the dick over there.
Wow.
Give them the
Wow.
money. You can't give them. No, can't do that. Can't do it.
Uh.
Dude, I'm a walking experiment, a walking social experiment. You have multiple children by different women, and thank God my kids are spread out. But as long as you pass out the money, if my kids have needs, you got to go by do homework. You got to do PTA, all the
Yeah.
needs of you still you just can't give her a check and go sit your ass down. Okay,
No.
the kids still have to have their daddy in their lives. You got to make the phone calls. You got to do the parent conference teachers, doctor's appointments, whatever it's going to take for this kid to be a well-rounded individual. Meanwhile, mama, man, this is why so many people have problems. Think about this for a minute, man. Mama is mad because mama ain't getting nothing now. All she getting is money for the kid. She watching you live your life over there with your new family. She get a check.
Yeah.
The kid get what she need, but nigga, where I ain't got nothing. So now, huh? Come on, man. So now she mad because you living your best life with your new girl, but you can't. You can drop off a check and spend time with the kid, but not because mama may need a little something, something too.
Yeah.
You better not bet. You better not go over to drop off nothing. Bet just that check, nigga. Yeah,
Oh my goodness. You ain't lying, man. You
ah! Oh, I get in
you ain't
trouble. I get in trouble all the time.
hey, it's a
I
cold
get in
game, man.
trouble. It's a cold game, Doc.
Oh my
Ain't
goodness.
like it's a new chick. It's just somebody you already been knowing forever. Y'all made a baby together. And y'all still cool, but you got to stop. You can take a check. You know, spend time with the kid. But you can't. You can't. Huh? Why not? You would think. I already did.
Yeah.
I mean, this ain't nothing new. Okay. So
That,
anyway, man, it's don't get. I'm already in trouble. Anybody watch this video? They go, this nigga is crazy. But hey, man, I'm just keeping it 100. Life is crazy, dude.
oh,
The
you
shit,
ain't
the shit
lying.
that we have to endure, the shit we have to endure as men. You got to pay for everybody's take care of everybody, but nobody's obligated to take care of you.
Right. Yeah.
Nobody's obligated to take. You got obligated to take care of everything. Your child is your responsibility. The safety of the woman is your responsibility. And
Everything.
nobody's obligated to take care of your ass though.
Nah, it's like we're expendable. You know what I'm
And
saying?
and we're the most valuable. We're very valuable, dude. We're very valuable.
Yeah.
They want us to think we're
Absolutely.
expendable because when it comes to fight the wars, we're expendable.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, we're expendable.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen situations where women have committed crimes, child support fraud,
Uh huh.
and living with the dad, whole 9 yards, and get a child, get Crystal Stairs or some other program, go on to another address, and all of a sudden, daddy go, dad working, live with the kid, live with her, live with her. All of a sudden, shit. Next thing you know, his check getting garnished. You know what I do? Why my check getting garnished? And all of a sudden, hey,
Wow.
your girl is on aid. What aid? I take care of her every day. And then all of a sudden, well, you got a choice to make. Either she go to either you gonna pay it or you got to send your baby mama to jail. And
Ooh.
most cats go ahead and pay it. But I tell you,
Yeah.
let your ass do the same shit. Ain't no options.
Oh
Ain't no
yeah.
option. They don't give her no option. He's going to let him not pay. He's going to jail. Okay? If you don't pay child support, he's going to jail.
Yeah. Yeah, I personally know a guy. I was in a little small acting group up here, and this was like probably over about 15 years ago. They went to this guy's job and just took him to jail right at work. I'm like, wow, really? Just took him
Yep.
to jail. I'm
Yep.
like, goodness.
Yep.
You know,
It
it's
ain't
funny
no.
that America's $1 trillion in debt, but ain't nobody arresting America.
ah, ah.
Uncle Sam.
Is it $26 trillion in debt?
Yeah,
Who will you
that
debt
debt
to?
is.
Who we owe the money to? You got to have a debtor.
Yeah,
Who do you have?
probably it is probably China.
Uh,
We probably owe
yeah,
most of that to China.
yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. That's some wild stuff. That's beyond my pay grade. I'm still trying to get
yeah, that's
these basics down pat.
yeah, yeah, man. Oh boy. Uh,
It is what it is, Todd.
Next time I have you on there, I'm gonna have to bring you on live to have the chat, ask you some questions because I know they want to. Because I started off rapping, man. I actually almost had a deal with Suge Knight somewhere in the either like I think close to the mid '90s, and
Okay.
he didn't want to hear my demo tape, according to the guy that was shopping my demo, until he found out my mom worked for the state senator, and then he was like, "Oh, like he wanted to hear it." Because I guess he thought that was some type of power structure, but he ended up signing some blonde girl that worked her dad was a district attorney or something. So
Was that
that's my
Terry
little
B?
sugar.
I think that was Terry B,
Was
wasn't it? Was it
that
Terry?
was that her name?
I think it was Terry B. Yeah, that was big. That was a
Uh,
big scandal too, because
wow.
everybody, her daddy, she got a record deal, and for like $1 million or something like that, and record came out, didn't do shit, but it was real suspicious of how she got that record deal, and somebody
Oh.
was fighting the case at the same time.
Ooh. Wow.
I remember some of the some of that story. Somebody had a case. This girl, her
Yeah.
daddy was a DA, and she gets a record deal, and it was kind of obvious what happened. There was some potential for conflict of interest, but that too got eliminated.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, yep.
Yeah,
What
those are some.
senator did your mom work for?
Waddy P. Detta, he was a state senator for like over 10 years. Was
Okay,
California state senator.
okay,
Yeah, then my when he retired, my mom actually ran for office. She didn't win, but I was always proud of her for at least running.
okay,
So yeah, Waddy P. Detta. He was I think from Iraq. He was from Iraq.
okay. Interesting,
Yeah.
interesting.
Did you ever have any encounters with Suge Knight?
I had two encounters with Suge Knight. Both of them were very brief. Before Death Row was even formed, um, right after me and Dre then broke up, I remember being in at the Compton Hotel. My buddy gave an event, yeah, well, a conference, a music conference, and I was there passing out my flyers for my new company, Mr. Link Entertainment, and I saw Suge and some guys, and one of the guys whispered in Suge's ear, looked my way, looked and whispered in Suge's ear, and looked my way. And a few minutes later, I'm in the hallway. I'm talking to some guys about my new company, Missing Link Entertainment. And I'm there. I got my back turned. They're looking at me. I'm looking at them. And they looked behind me and just walked away. Just walked away. What the fuck?
Wow.
What the fuck I do? Okay. I turned
Yeah.
around and Suge was standing behind me. And
Mm.
he was standing right behind me. You Lonzo? Yeah. What's up, man? Heard you got problem, you got beef with my people. Which I knew all the answers to the question. I'm just kind of stalling. Michelle and Dre. I said, no, I ain't got no beef with nobody. Y'all right there, Jeff Griffey's office. There was a real problem. We could always discuss it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm never trying to threaten nobody. That ain't what I do.
Right.
And this was in late '90s. They still had hotel wall phones. And I didn't
Yeah. Yeah.
ease over to this phone just in case this shit go left. I'm finna Joe Pesci a motherfucker, okay? From from
So
Casino. Uh,
yeah.
yeah, when he whooped Don Rickles with that goddamn phone, I'm ready. If it go down,
Yeah.
if it's going down, I'm going with it, okay? And I didn't ease
Oh.
up to this phone, and I'm in position, and he was cool. All right, man. I know where y'all are. You're right there on Cahuenga and Sunset at the Dick Griffey building. I know exactly where you are. If we got a problem, I know how to handle it. We know how to handle it. We can discuss it. I mean, all right, cool, man. And he gave me his business card. If you got any artists, let me know. And that was it. Then he came by the club one time.
Wow.
He came to the cafe. My buddy knows him. He came to the cafe and bought a hamburger, and I just happened to be downstairs in the club, and we got a picture together. And that was it.
Wow. You said Don Rickles him, huh?
I was prepared to
Wow.
go Joe Pesci on the motherfucker, but it didn't come to that, so we just having a
Oh,
conversation.
oh my goodness. Yeah, man. Are you gonna write another book?
You know what, dude? I got two books on my mind right now. One is kind of near and dear to my heart. It's not about hip hop though. It's about prostate cancer. I'm I'm
Okay.
a, I'm a prostate cancer advocate. I had prostate cancer, and
Right.
once
Right.
you've been through that shit, and then you start seeing how what people, brothers especially, think about it, and you see how many people die from it. It
Yeah.
it definitely gives you a different perspective on the disease. And um, when I was going through it, my head was toe up, dude. It was toe up from the flow up. But I talked to so many brothers, and their attitude, man, I'd die if I let a man put his finger in my ass. I say, what? Would you really? One told me, yeah, man, I went to jail for 4 years. Ain't no man did nothing to me. I said, dude, what you think this is? Nigga thought I was kind of like, huh? Why you say that, dude?
Oh,
You let a man put his finger in your ass. You
oh
think because he
wow.
did that I makes come on, man. And he was serious.
Dang. No,
He was
yeah.
serious. And I'm like, dude, are
That's,
you really? Yeah, man, I'll die for letting a man put his finger in my ass. I said, well, you probably will. And
yeah.
more brothers kept asking me questions about this, man. I started doing my own research, and I started realizing that over 300,000 men a year are diagnosed with prostate cancer. Of that
Wow.
300,000, between 35 and 50,000 die.
Oh my goodness.
30,000 and 50,000 brothers die. I got a buddy just called me Sunday. Called me Sunday. Good friend of mine, Sunday. Haven't seen him in a while. He told me he had prostate cancer a few months ago. It's advanced to stage 4.
Ooh.
When you're in stage
Ooh.
4, it's pretty much a wrap.
Oh. Wow.
When you're in stage
Wow.
4, you only got one mission in life, and that's to stay alive. That means it is the cancer is either consumed the prostate completely and it's starting to affect organs, other organs of your body. Or in his case,
Oh.
it's in his bones now. Okay,
Oh.
so
Gosh.
now he has bone cancer because it started off with prostate cancer, and this is why getting checked and early detection of prostate cancer is so important. And that's all I promote with my brothers, black, brown, and white. Don't give a fuck. Okay. Don't be too proud to get the finger. But here is the next thing. The finger is not mandatory.
Uh-huh.
They have a new procedure called a PSA, prostate specific antigen. They draw blood out your arm, they process it, and they'll tell you if you have the prostate gene or not. I mean, the prostate cancer gene or not. They'll tell you.
Oh, I think I heard about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't have it, ain't nothing to worry about. But if you do, they may have to put their finger in your ass for 3 seconds to see if they feel a lump on your prostate because you might just have an enlarged prostate. But because you
Wow.
got to go through the back door, so many brothers are just traumatized, thinking they just gonna come out dancing and shit because they had a doctor put a finger in his head. You're not gonna be fabulous, dude, because you got a finger in your ass. Okay, it don't break your. They can think they're gonna just. Oh my god, it don't work like that, dude.
They come out dancing.
You're gonna come
Wow.
out fabulous, flat.
Yeah.
No, because the doctor did that. It don't change your manhood level, man. It just means you man enough to get checked so you can protect and provide for your family, dude. That's all.
Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself. Like I work out every day. I know you work out every day, and it's like that's what I say too about the rap music. Like, why is all the songs talking about harming yourself? I drink this, I smoke that. Why isn't it ever about health? Like I work out 10 times a week or
Month, whatever,
whatever.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, yeah, it's like why isn't it ever something about taking care of yourself, taking care of your health? Why is it always destruction? So yeah, you gotta always look out for your health. You gotta eat right. You can prevent a lot of things just from eating right and working out, like staying active. If you sit down all day, all kind of diseases are gonna creep up on you, and people don't seem to understand that.
Look, dude, I drink water. I wasn't a big water drinker at all. Coming up,
Yeah,
I
I
was
got
not a
my
big. I, coming up, I was not a big water drinker. Okay, and I became a water drinker. I realized I don't like the taste of some water. I like
Yeah,
alkaline water. So I bought me one of
right.
the big ass, what you call them? Damn it, the big ass cups. Everybody like.
Oh, I know. Bro. Yeah.
I got two of them. I got one
Okay.
for the studio and one for my car. So I always got.
Wow.
I have access to water. People used to ask me, you go to somebody's office or somebody's house, can I get your water? I used to say no. Now I say yes. It may not
Yeah.
be the kind of water I like, but I still know I have to hydrate my body. Okay.
Yeah.
And a lot of what we're dealing with is stress, dehydration, and just putting anything in our damn bodies, man. And that will never fly. And I go
Exactly.
to and don't take your time and go to the damn doctor. Go. It would be nothing worse, man, to have some shit that you could have cured, but you waited so goddamn long to deal with it. It's too late now.
mm.
That would
Yeah. I read a book about what around 2004 called Natural Cures They Don't Want You to Know About. After
mhm.
I read that, I ain't had a soda since. I don't take over the counter medicine. I don't drink soda. I just I'm man. Once I read that book, I was like, I'm done. That's like empty calories. It's full of sugar. It causes osteoporosis in women. I'm like, yeah, I'm done with soda.
My son likes drinking Red Bulls. I knock him out his hand. Man, put that shit down.
Oh yeah, that stuff is there. I think Kevin Samuels used to tear those up.
He would be drinking them while he was on the show.
Yeah, yeah.
What you see, the energy you see right now from me It's all natural. I've been this way all my life, dude. I've been
Uh,
a what you call an ADHD victim all my life. I've never been diagnosed officially, but I know
yeah,
because how I operate. That's why I've been so successful. I learned to control it, and I can do a lot of things damn near simultaneously. I'm a multitasking ass, and because I have a lot of energy, and
yeah.
I'm 68 years old, dude. I'm damn near 70. Okay, I'm
And
68.
you look like you're in your 30s, man, and that's
I
real. I'm
appreciate
not.
that. I
Yeah,
appreciate
you do.
that, but I'm 68 years old, dude. But I get up off my ass. I walk 3 to 5 miles a day. Okay,
Wow.
I turn down bullshit, and every once in a while, I ain't perfect by no means. Every once in a
Yeah.
while, I go get me a third window social chili dog with cheese. Okay,
Oh yeah, you got it in
every
moderation.
once
Yeah.
in a while, I go get me a Derwin sister chili dog with cheese. I like chili dog with onions and cheese, but I can't do it
Yeah.
every month. I can't do it every day. It's not my lifestyle. If I'm just want to, just have this, hey, not kind of craving, I'm gonna go. But usually that I'm eating a acai bowl, man,
Yeah. That's how
or a salad.
man. I was just eating a salad with avocados in it and stuff. But yeah, every now and then you want a burger. You want some grease on your chicken
Yeah,
every now
every
and
once in a
then.
while, every
Yeah.
blue moon, that won't kill you. But it ain't,
Yeah.
once in a while it won't kill you. But if it's your lifestyle, you're gonna have a
Oh yeah.
problem.
Yep. If it's your lifestyle, it's a problem. And I find working out to be addicting, man. Like I have to do it. It's like I work out like I got a fight coming up next week. I just have to get at it, man. I've been doing it since I was like 8 years old. I used to box. Billy Moore was my trainer, son of Archie Moore in San Diego. So it just stuck with me all them years. I just love training, and I know you must be addicted to it too, man.
Look, man, I love getting up in the morning before anybody else and getting my 3 to 5 miles in. I don't do 5 miles. I try to do at least three. I get the other two
Yeah.
out throughout the day. Okay,
Yeah,
I do
that's
at least
good,
three.
man.
I do at least 3 miles, and I get the rest of them throughout the day. So if you
That's
can start your day off with 3 miles, which is about 6,000 steps, 6,500 steps, you'll get the other 10, other 25 to make it 10 by. If you got a regular schedule like that, I'm always walking through somebody's parking lot, Home Depot, or
oh
something like that. So I can get my
right.
other 25 throughout the day. But me and my buddies, we walk every Sunday 5 miles straight up. That's what we do. That's part.
Man.
And here's the reason why we started doing that. Our buddies start falling off like flies, man. Folks having heart attacks and stroke like it's nobody's business.
Oh
You
man.
60s, all my friends in their 60s, man. All of them. And
Yeah.
I'm one of the older ones. There's three of us that's old, this kind of the older of the group. And we got younger cats that are falling off. So like, dude, if they falling off, we better get busy. We better
Yeah.
get busy ASAP, okay? And that's why I do
Yeah.
what I do. I don't care who don't go with me. I don't care if you laugh at me and think I'm finna go get my miles in. I call it my medicine. I'm going to get my medicine.
Hey, that's the great
I'm
thing.
going to get my medicine, Doc. It's better.
Yeah.
I'd rather take 3 miles a day than 4 pills a day.
Oh yeah. Just like when they say, eating healthy is too expensive, I'm saying it's more expensive to go to the hospital.
It's more expensive to go to the hospital. When I did my last insurance policy, they asked how old I was. I told them how many pills you take. I said I take one. I take one Luzartan for blood pressure. I'm a little bit overweight. I'm about 10 pounds overweight, and the doctor said your blood pressure is a little bit high, but it's not major. So I take one pill a day. Okay. And they said, Nate, give me all your medication. I said, that's it. You weigh how much? I said, that's what I weigh. That's how old I am. That's what I take. Wow.
Wow.
So that made me feel good. That was my motivation to keep doing what I'm doing. If
Yeah.
I can just if I can get around about 15, I'll be off the other shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be
I
off the other
mean,
shit.
there's like so many things. Like I take black seed oil. I take this right here. It's a plant moringa. It's got like everything in it. It's got protein, vitamin C, and I remember I had gout for a second, like in 2017, and
Mm-hmm.
nothing worked. Eat cherries, that didn't work. I took this, it got rid of it like that. I've been
Wow.
good ever since.
Wow. Hey, I gotta get ready to roll, Doc. It's almost 1 o'clock. I got an appointment at 1:30 over in Compton.
Oh yeah, we've been. Oh yeah, man. Hey, well, feel free to come on anytime you want, man. It was great talking to you, and
All right.
y'all subscribe to Alonzo and WA Stories, man. Thanks for coming on.
Much love to you, Jay Rose. Check him out, folks. Also, man, don't forget, don't fear the finger, man. Don't fear the finger. If that's what they got to do, that's what they got to do. But I'd rather have you here, and you will not be, you won't come out all twisted up. All right, Doc, we out.
All right,
All right,
peace.
peace.
Hey, thanks for watching, y'all. That was my interview with the West Coast pioneer Alonzo Williams of the World Class Wrecking Crew. The song "Boys in the Hood" that I know you've heard, with Easy E that Ice Cube wrote, was recorded at his house. We got to have him back, man. So many great stories, so many gems being dropped. I appreciate you all. If you want to join and become a member, hit the join button below. The Cash App, as you see, $ JRoos33. The Instagram, the J Roos Theory, and my #2 channel in WJ. Thanks for watching. And oh yeah, shout out to James Bashir and Vlad Tsarenko. Saw them at the public workout. They're on the undercard of the Usyk Dubois fight. I talked to James last night there in the UK, getting ready for that big undercard. So shout out to them. And LSR forever. Be fearless. Yay.